It's going to be a great fight from both sides. He's an exciting fighter too. He's a boxer puncher. I'm a boxer puncher. Our styles are going to clash, and we're going to go in there and go toe to toe. The fans can't help him. It's going to be a war. I think this fight is at the right time for my career. True fighters go into the champion's backyard and try to take the belt. That's what he did. He went to the United States and took the belt from Sean Porter, and that's what I plan on doing. Those are the words of Errol Spence, the mandatory challenger for Kell Brook'S IBF welterweight world title, speaking ahead of their fight, which will take place on May 27th at Bramall Lane in Sheffield, the United Kingdom. It will be shown live on Sky Sports Box Office. I know a lot of boxing fans, particularly the people who frequent YouTube and other social media platforms, are notoriously pessimistic and notoriously negative in general. They like to talk about how bad boxing is, how terrible everything is, how they never get to see the fights that they want, so on and so forth. But from my view, 2017 has started out as a fantastic year for boxing, and is shaping up to be one of the best years that we've had in boxing for a very long time. If you are looking at 2017 in terms of what's happened so far and the fights that are lined up to come, and you're not optimistic and you're not happy with the way things are going, in my view, you're not a true boxing fan. This fight right here between Kell Brook and Errol Spence is an example of the fantastic lineup that we've got ahead of us in 2017. And we've already had some great fights. Some, in my view, historically great fights. I'm sorry, people, but James DeGale versus Badou Jack is one of the best super middleweight fights I've ever seen in my entire life. And I lived through the golden age of the super middleweight division. I saw the likes of a prime Roy Jones. I saw the Nigel Benns and Chris Eubanks, the Gerald McClellans, so on and so forth. Steve Collins. I saw all these guys in their prime. I saw these guys partake in historic super middleweight battles. And the James DeGale Badou Jack fight was right up there with the best of them. I'm not saying it was the best. The best super middleweight fight I've ever seen was Nigel Benn versus Gerald McClellan. But DeGale Jack was right up there. Fantastic fight. We've had other very, very entertaining fights. And in terms of matchups, it don't get much better than Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. A fantastic matchup, which if you are a true boxing fan, hardcore or casual, you have to be excited for this fight. You have to be excited about the way this fight is shaping up. Both guys very confident. Both guys talking the talk. Both guys are in, I don't want to say a crossroads point in their careers, but they're in a crucial point in their careers. Errol Spence has never been tested at world level yet, so he's stepping into unknown territory in this fight. Kell Brook is really looking to not so much salvage his reputation, because he hasn't lost as a welterweight, but he's in a position where his back is against the wall. He's up against a very highly regarded challenger who many people believe will beat him. I believe Errol Spence might even be the favorite in this fight, even in the UK with the bookies. Kell Brook, regardless of who he fought in his last fight, we all know it was Triple G, he's coming off a loss. So he's really got the bit between his teeth. He really wants to come out swinging and prove that he's still there and he's still got it. So everything about this fight is intriguing. Everything about it is exciting. Kell Brook says that the styles are going to clash in a good way and it will turn out to be a great fight. He has constantly reiterated that he's not intimidated in the slightest by the fact that Kell Brook is going to have all the fans there screaming for him. He says that true champions go into the other guy's backyard and take the belt, just like Brook did with Sean Porter. He's willing to do the same. Psychologically, Errol Spence is preparing himself for that situation. He's supremely confident. I love to see that. And Kell Brook, as the older fighter, the more experienced fighter, the more battle-hardened and battle-tested fighter, who feels like he hasn't yet had the credit that he deserves, he's defiant. He's bitter about all the plaudits that Errol Spence is getting. And he wants to come out and prove what he's all about. This is a fantastic matchup. Can't wait for it. As I say, May 27th can't come soon enough. I mean, and between now and April and May 27th, just think about the great fights we've got just in that short period of time. Let me know what you think about Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. The comments that Errol Spence has made here, talking about going into the Lion's Den, wrestling the title from Kell Brook in his own backyard, saying that that is what will make him a true champion. The fact that he's gone into a guy's backyard. He hasn't been handed a title belt. He's going over there to the United Kingdom to fight for it, to rip it off the champion. You gotta respect that. Let me know how you feel in the comment section, people. It's Hatman, I'm out.